The end of Minecraft is near. And no, I don't mean the game stopping development or anything. The end portal is literally right next to you. So let's take this time to go over 10 Ender Dragon secrets you didn't know in Minecraft 1.16. Diving into the end isn't always as fun as it looks in your rush to complete the game. It's easy to forget some important facts about fighting the dragon. There's also a few darker secrets that this beast of the end holds. Let's get into it. Number 1. Statistics. Now let's start off by figuring out some information about the Ender Dragon, so that we can better plan the best strategy to defeat it. The Ender Dragon has 100 hearts in total, so getting him all the way down is gonna be tricky sub. The dragon is 8 blocks high and 16 blocks wide, officially the biggest mob in the game. This size and scale makes it dwarf over anything else in the end, including you. And while the task of defeating such a creature may sound daunting as it is, an additional music piece that is unique to this boss plays in the background when fighting to add an additional level of tension. Number 2. Damage risk. Now you know how much health the dragon has. Let's look at the different types of damage it can do. In easy mode, each regular swooping hit will deal 3 hearts. At medium, you'll take a whole 5 hearts of damage. And on hard mode, it'll deal 7.5 hearts. Ouch! The wings of the dragon can also deal damage, and the acid ender breath the dragon shoot causes 3 hearts of damage per half a second. That's insane! And if you stand in it for too long, sub, you're surely gonna melt and die. Dragon fireballs will deal 6 hearts of damage too, so making sure you're constantly on the move is important when battling the beast. Actually, come to think of it, another thing that's constantly on the move is our subscriber count. Seriously, it's been soaring sky high, and we're almost at a grand total of 1 million subscribers. Make sure to join Subs World today by clicking the subscribe button and liking the video if you haven't already. Hey, sub, what are you doing? Editing your videos, I see. Uh-oh. How are you gonna edit the next Subs World video now? Huh? Sponsored chicken? What are you doing here? You've got something to say. Oh, that's right. Today's sponsor, Filmora 9, the video editor. Filmora is an easy-to-use video editing software that lets you create without limits. With loads of effects, presets, and transitions, you'll be able to create some beautiful videos super fast. You can even record your Minecraft gameplay to make videos just like subs. Click the link in the description for an unlimited trial version and get editing. Number 3. Quickfire Facts. The dragon is a mysterious entity, and most would think that there's only one in the game. But in actual fact, you can respawn the Ender Dragon repeatedly. Just craft a few end crystals using gas tiers, Eyes of Ender, and glass. With just 4, you can respawn the Ender Dragon for a second, even a third round. However, any dragon beyond the first only drops 500 experience orbs. Not even close to the bounty you would get on your first kill. As more of a recent update, the dragon's fireball can be summoned as stationary using a command. While it looks cool, it's probably a bad move to try and spawn this, as there's no way to move it, and interacting or hitting it won't have any effect. This Ender Dragon fireball stays put. Number 4. Beating the beast. So anyway, sub, you want to beat this dragon, right? And you want to beat it without taking as much damage as possible, right? Well, then you should know that the dragon has the power to knock you flying into the air. Keeping a water bucket on your hotbar and having practiced your water placement will both be essential things for surviving this. If you can't manage that, then keep practicing. Eventually, you'll get the hang of it. Even pros miss the water bucket drop sometimes, as it's always partly based on random chance and reflex. Now you've reduced the dragon's strongest attack to nothing. You can use a bit of a life hack. Much like in the Nether, beds explode when touched in the end. When the dragon starts to get tired, it'll slowly fly down until it perches on the top of the obsidian portal frame. If you can time it just right and get into the bedrock structure, you can start placing bets right by the dragon's head, activating them while protecting yourself from the explosion with blocks. These explosions do huge amounts of damage, and it'll only take 4 to 5 in total to completely take out the Ender Dragon from full health. If you're struggling or just run out of bets, remember that at any time, you can actually tap F3 to display the Ender Dragon's hitbox. This will allow you to better chop and swing your diamond sword towards it. Number 5. Dragon Immunities. Despite all your best efforts, Sub, you may not be able to get to the right position in time. Perhaps you're still struggling to take out those crystals. Or maybe the Enderman just won't give you a break. In this case, it's important to know what the dragon is and isn't weak against. And would you be surprised to find out? The Ender Dragon is immune to all status effects. Oh boy. And he can also fly through most blocks in the end, other than the obsidian that makes up the pillars, of course. So keep that in mind. Number 6. Overachiever. While fighting the dragon can seem like fun in games when you know how, remember, Sub, you're here to accomplish something. Not just one thing, 5 things. Because there's a total of 5 different achievements related to the dragon. Free the End by killing the dragon. The Next Generation by holding the fallen dragon egg. The End, again, by respawning the dragon. You Need a Mint by collecting the dragon's breath with a glass bottle. And Monsters Hunted, which requires players to kill one of every hostile monster in the game. Maybe you did or maybe you didn't know some of the last few secrets we've shown, but make sure to slap that like button if you've learned something, or even if you just love dragons. Number 7. Inspiration. The origins of dragons go back as far as the fantasy genre began. And once Minecraft started adding portals and magic, it was only a matter of time before a dragon was added to the game. Did you know, Sub? Notch made the Ender Dragon as he needed an end goal for Minecraft. Something to round off the game before it officially released. Something to end the story. And cap off an incredible half-decade of beta updates. He created a much darker dragon, a big, evil mob, and provided an entire separate dimension just for its battle. This was also the first ever boss mob, so it laid the groundwork for things like boss health bars and more advanced attacking patterns. Number 8. The Cryptic Reveal. Before anyone on Earth besides the Mojang team knew about the dragon, it was revealed on Notch's Twitter where he posted the strange and bizarre message. There's Q's but no U. I don't know what I'm reading. This confused many people, including me. Luckily, some smart users figured out that this was code and something called the ROT13 cipher. They were able to decode the message to discover the words Ender Dragon. Number 9. Quickfire Facts. Now, Sub, I know you've been getting roasted an awful lot today, but trust me when I say it's all for a good cause. Take, for instance, the fact that the dragon wasn't added until Beta 1.9 pre-release. And recently, that dragon fireball we mentioned earlier was actually updated. Its texture has now been tweaked. Next up, did you know that the dragon has a name? Or should I say, did you know that she has a name? That's right, not only is the Ender Dragon female as confirmed by Notch, but her name is also Jean. How cute. Well, for a dragon, that's kinda cute. Number 10. Light Beams. Nice job, Sub. I think you've defeated the dragon quite a few times today, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the end city with the Elytra, because we have time for one more. Respawn the dragon and fight it, but this time, keep an eye on its body, as its health gets low. The Ender Dragon has one of the coolest death animations in the entire game, with cracks appearing around the dragon's body, before it bursts into bright purple beams of light. And then, of course, there's the added rain of XP orbs. But did you know that you can see these beams starting to appear from the dragon as it gets closer and closer to death? Sub, I want to know if you've been paying attention. Are you really a Minecraft pro? Will you remember all these Ender Dragon secrets? Make sure to let us know any that we might have missed in the comments down below. And remember to keep suggesting new video ideas. We might just make yours soon. Speaking of making soon, you've got another video to make, Sub. We'll catch you next time.